Many of you travel from that year. 7 years. That's the fact.
Sorry, everyone. I'm doing Lamaze coaching. Someone's pregnant. We are live. Look at the tongue. Look at the tongue. Look at the tongue. Welcome to another episode of the Ruski Show, starring your host, me, Ruski, and my co-host is currently not here, Turbo Z. No big deal. All right. I know what you saw in the title. Guess what? We're not doing that because that was a Turbo Z idea. And she's not here, so we will save that topic for another day. And today's topic, replacement, that I totally came up with by myself. Didn't ask anyone for help. Perseverance. Okay, just continued studied effort to achieve a goal in the face of adversity, pretty much. That is the definition. You can Google it. Okay. So, who feels like they have persevered through hardship and difficulties? Or are you a straight loser? Oh, let me see some hands. Anybody a loser? Press 1 in the chat if you're a loser. Okay. Nonsense. We all have gone through. So, shouldn't have said the loser comment. So, oh, there she is. There's Bridget Litton. She actually typed in 1. All right, Bridget the loser. No, don't call your audience the loser. Don't do that. No, not sexy, not sexy. No, don't do that. Everyone called that. Just hit the blood. Just hit the blood. Don't call the cops, but hit the blood. Yeah. All right. Moving on with perseverance. By the way, if you do get the cops called on you, you're just going to have to persevere in prison. All right. As I pray to the Lord Jesus, I pray for perseverance because during hardships, struggles, continued life, jobs, freaking family members, we have to persevere. We have to lift our head held high and keep moving. Keep it moving. Usually that's said in a negative tone. Right now, it's positive. Move like water, like Bruce Lee once said. Yeah. Move like water, hit like a punching bag. To the face. Everyone's just kidding. I think I made a mistake, but I'm gonna persevere. Oh. Never smoked during a show. Okay. Who hasn't gone through a hard time, a struggle every single day? And I'm pretty sure people go through hardships is there ever a day, seriously, that you don't go through something difficult? Is there a day? I know I don't go through those days. So perseverance means, by the way, I will breach onto mental health. If you persevere, if you are strong enough to go through daily struggles, the less likely of suicidal thoughts will enter your mind. Meaning, always keep busy, keep the eye on the prize, keep your goals directly in front of you, and always think about your future. Don't dwell in the past. That's how you persevere. You keep going. You have to have that mindset that you're a winner. You got this. and stop shouting victim noises. I hate that trendy ass catchphrase, but it's true. A lot of people go for the play the victim. Well, I'm an alpha male, so I don't know what being a victim's like. I just don't. I'm not a victim. And I don't like to roll with victims. I like to have people that have the same mindset as myself. And don't cry wolf. You know, some people play the victim a little too easy, and it does get you attention, but is that really the attention you want? How about the attention of yourself when you succeed in something, you achieve something, you persevere, you get a goal done, right? Your life gets better. Perseverance. Oh, you can't stay complacent and just hold on to things. You have to pass the torch. Excuse me. Sorry. Moving on. The struggles that happen to you happen for usually. Some hardships come through no fault of your own, but life throws a curveball. And how do you persevere through a curveball? You have to be prepared for the unknown. Well, how do you do that? Analyzation, really. Analyzing your entire life and how the world works, how the world truly works. When you get a concept on that, when you grasp that and know who you are, well, you're slightly ready for things that pop out the blue. Preparedness. That's how you persevere. Being ready. So calculative moves. I know people say in life you shouldn't take life too seriously. Some of us don't take it serious enough. Sorry, I'm back. I had to be. So, persevering. You don't have to do it alone. Of course, you have family, friends, significant other that are there to help you. Not do it for you, but give you encouragement, advice, even, or just an ear, or just their presence. Helps out a lot. Having someone in your life helps people persevere. It's much easier to do it with someone else than rather alone. But if you do have to do it alone, there's some people out there that do it alone. Most people have someone in their life. Most people. And if you have family, friends, rely on them. Just don't. You eventually have to do certain things of getting through the hardships. You have to persevere on your own at times. Not all the time, but certain times. For me, guys like myself, most of the time on your own, like 99%. But life threw me a curveball. Like, you know what? All right, let's go YouTube. Because I do it I try not to use YouTube situations as an example, but I do it every single episode, and it's that time. 10 minutes in. Let's talk about YouTube for a second, shall we? All right. So I had a show. I had a live. It was a special live, an impromptu kind of wasn't going to go live that day at about like 1 o'clock, and I'm not saying anything derogatory because I am going to bring a person. I'm going to bring up two people actually. I'm going to bring someone up. Nothing derogatory. No need to snipe. Don't do it. But and I'll be vague. How about it be vague as possible? So, so I was supposed to. So when I did, if everyone remembers, I had a philosophy channel about. Excuse me. So I had 2 phones ago. I had 2 phones ago. I had an old channel, and I was doing philosophy. And I had, like I said, I had a ghostwriter co-host. We all know who that is. We went our way in YouTube, and so I just kept it. Well, I got tired of YouTube, so I quit. So, and I came back about a year later, and I had a co-host at the time. Now I don't, and I'm doing it by myself. Well, we all know who reached out to me, and I wanted to give that person a chance, and I was trying to give myself a chance on having a co-host, and instead of doing the show completely solo, and I felt both of us would persevere if we linked up. We kept going back and forth, setting a time, never would happen. Set another time and date, that didn't happen. Set another time and date, and about 5 more times after that, set a time and date, and it just didn't pan out. Well, last week, we finally figured it out. Like 3 hours, we started talking at 1 o'clock p.m. We had the show up and going at 4. Now, I did not realize when I didn't plan it. This is coincidental. God said, I'm going to fuck with you, and threw a curveball. And so I did a show with that person, Jen. And 15 minutes later, my old co-host comes. And now it worked out where my old co-host is now my current co-host. So when Jen closed the door, I have to persevere. I have to either do it on my own, or sometimes God helps you persevere in a hard time, in a rough spot. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe a higher power, you want to call it Jesus Christ. We can call it divine intervention. We could call it few things. So I didn't have to persevere on my own, alone. Now it's reminiscent to my old channel. Not much has changed. Still the same avatar, still the same time, still daily quotes. Nothing has really changed except the handle. Philosopher Ruski. Get the word out. Say my name. All right. So moving on. So that's a little bit of YouTube perseverance. And not just myself. I keep eyes. I have eyes. I use them. Jen's doing well too. Her numbers are going up. So we both moved on, persevered in a positive light. That's one example. Now we will get off the YouTube stuff. Congratulations to both Jen and myself. We did it. We did it, Jen. We made it right to the middle. Right in there. Jokes. Okay. So, what? You don't have to say anything right now, chat. It's fine. But just think about your own perseverance and how you can overcome any and all hardships, struggles, day-to-day battles in your life, whether it be with family, friends, work, other. There's other. Can you do something on the topic? No. What? No contact. Wait, what? Can you do something on the topic? No $signs in my way sometime. Okay. Let's ignore that one. I don't know what the fuck it means. So moving on. Let's persevere with the show together. Yes, I'll just say, yes, Bridget. Yes, I can. I hope that clears things up. All right. Let's relax here, guys. Settle down. Show's been off the rails. It's okay. Thank you for the content, Bridget. Persevering right now. If you actually saw what I was doing, I'm like leaning back in the chair, like I'm like talking about perseverance. I am so relaxed right now. If I was any more relaxed, I'd be dead. Yeah. Sometimes you can easily persevere. It's just this easy. You live life. Procrastination is bad. Don't do that. Do not procrastinate. Come on. Give me a pillow. I need a pillow. Yeah. Okay, guys. So that'll be the show about perseverance. Hopefully it was educational. You know, learn something. Till the next time, YouTube. Take care of yourselves and each other. Have a good night.